air in our home carried a deceptive sense of normalcy, unaware of the storm brewing within the digital confines of our shared life. It all began innocently with a notification on my phone, signaling a message from my husband. The screen illuminated with a snapshot of Amazon purchases, an everyday occurrence for parents planning a surprise for their kids. However, this time it was different. "Hey babe, check out what I got for the kids." His message read. Innocent enough, I thought, until I zoomed in on the screenshot. Beneath the cheerful array of children's toys and games was a subtle detail. A delivery to a woman whose name I didn't recognize. The world around me seemed to pause as I grappled with the implications. Why is he sending me this? I wondered aloud, my voice trembling with a mix of confusion and disbelief. The innocent joy intended for our children was overshadowed by the mysterious presence of another woman. That's when curiosity morphed into a relentless pursuit of the truth. In the dim glow of my home office, I delved into the labyrinth of his digital life. The rhythmic tapping of keys echoed my determination as I navigated through his search history and emails. The digital paper trail unfolded before me, revealing clandestine exchanges and intimate plans. Each revelation was a stab in the heart, and yet I couldn't stop myself from digging deeper. As the minutes turned into hours, I stumbled upon dialogues that shattered the facade of my seemingly perfect marriage. The words exchanged between him and a coworker living across the country were a betrayal etched in pixels. The raw emotions captured in those messages left me feeling like an unwitting spectator in a story I never knew existed. "Can't wait to see you again," he had typed an innocuous phrase laden with the weight of infidelity. My breath caught and the room felt suffocating as I grappled with the reality of his double life. The digital realm, once a space shared intimately between us, had become a battleground of secrets. Silence enveloped the room as I sat there, staring at the damning evidence on the screen. The accidental revelation had unveiled a truth I never fathomed, setting the stage for a journey into the uncharted territory of betrayal and heartbreak. With the weight of the accidental revelation still heavy on my shoulders, I delved deeper into the digital landscape that had become the silent witness to my husband's betrayal. The glow of the computer screen illuminated the room as I navigated through his search history and emails, desperate for answers. Every click of the mouse seemed to echo the unraveling of our shared life. The rhythmic tap-tap of keys filled the room, each stroke unveiling a layer of deception that had remained hidden beneath the surface. My heart raced with a mixture of dread and determination as I uncovered the clandestine world he had created. In the dim glow of the computer screen, the words exchanged between him and his mistress came alive. Their dialogues were a twisted dance of secrecy and desire, painting a picture of stolen moments and whispered promises. In the quiet of my solitude, confrontations played out in my mind like a haunting melody. "Is this what you wanted?" I envisioned myself asking, hoping the words would cut through the veil of denial that seemed to shroud his actions. The digital images, a testament to their stolen moments of passion, taunted me from the screen. Couples in blissful embrace, their smiles a cruel reminder of the shared intimacy that was once exclusively ours. The evidence, carefully collected over weeks, became a weight I carried, preparing for the confrontation that loomed on the horizon. It's in those quiet moments, as I navigated through the luxury that defined their escape, a quiet determination stirred within me. The spa resort, a backdrop to their affair, would soon bear witness to the storm that awaited their return. A storm of confrontation, heartbreak, and the unraveling of a life I had once believed to be untouchable. The date on the calendar approached steadily, marked by a growing storm of emotions within me. Armed with a meticulously gathered dossier of evidence, I awaited his return from the luxurious spa resort, the stage for their romantic escapade. The air in our home grew tense, mirroring the brewing tempest that raged within my heart as the minutes counted down. I rehearsed the words I had penned in the 10-page letter that would confront him with the undeniable proof of his betrayal. And the storm of confrontation loomed, and I found solace in the righteous anger that fueled my determination. "He deserves to see the storm he's created," I muttered, my voice a mixture of pain and defiance. The day of his return finally arrived, and the atmosphere in our home crackled with an unspoken tension. His footsteps echoed through the hallway, each one a harbinger of the confrontation that awaited us. As he entered the door, his eyes met mine, unaware of the tempest that was about to be unleashed. "How was your trip?" He greeted me casually, oblivious to the storm that had gathered beneath the surface of my composed demeanor. The rehearsed dialogues echoed in my mind, but I held back, allowing the storm to brew a little longer. "Did you miss us?" I responded with a feigned smile, a question loaded with the weight of unspoken truth. His eyes, accustomed to avoiding direct confrontation, betrayed a flicker of discomfort. The tension in the room escalated as he unknowingly stepped into the eye of the storm. "Of the best, I brought something for the kids," he said, attempting to divert the gathering tempest, his hands extended towards the suitcase, oblivious to the whirlwind of emotions that concealed within its depths. I watched him, my gaze unwavering, as he opened the suitcase and saw the letter, a storm of realization dawning in his eyes. "Smear trucks. I think it's time we talk," I finally declared, the calm before the storm's fury. His attempt at evasion crumbled, and the storm within me was finally unleashed, a torrent of emotions and truths that would redefine the landscape of our shared life. The confrontation had begun, and the storm that had gathered over weeks now raged in the confines of our home. But amidst the tempest of confrontation, life outside our fractured marriage continued its relentless march. Tragedy struck our family as COVID claimed the life of a beloved member. The emotional turmoil deepened, adding a layer of complexity to the already tumultuous circumstances. The news of the loss arrived as a gut punch, a cruel reminder that life's challenges did not pause for personal storms. Grieving, I found myself grappling with the conflicting emotions of mourning a family member while confronting the betrayal that unraveled within my marriage. "Mom, why is Dad coming out tonight?" My eldest questioned, his eyes reflecting a mix of curiosity and concern. Co-parenting, an unexpected consequence of our impending divorce, brought my soon-to-be ex-husband back into our lives 3 to 4 nights a week. "He's here to spend time with you guys," I replied, a forced smile attempting to mask the turmoil within. The ache of loss, coupled with the ongoing revelation of betrayal, made each shared parenting moment a precarious dance on emotional tightropes. The reality of our broken marriage clashed with the commitment to providing stability for our children. Each their well-being became the North Star guiding my actions, even as the storm of emotions threatened to engulf me. Co-parenting, once a shared joy, had become an intricate web of scheduling and communication, a testament to the fractured foundation upon which we build our family. "Dad said he's taking us to the movies tomorrow," my youngest chimed in, excitement coloring his words. The anticipation in his voice tugged at my heart, a stark reminder that the innocence of childhood remained untouched by the tempest of adult emotions. In moments of shared parenting, dialogues became a delicate dance between maintaining a semblance of normalcy and acknowledging the upheaval within our lives. "How was your day?" he asked, attempting small talk amidst the turbulent sea of unspoken emotions. "It was fine," I replied, a response that concealed the depths of my internal struggle. The storm of betrayal had created a new normal, a reality where shared moments with my soon-to-be ex-husband became both a necessity and a painful reminder of what once was. As we navigated the delicate balance of grief and co-parenting, the storm outside our windows mirrored the chaos within. Dialogues, once effortless exchanges of love, became the careful navigation of uncharted emotional waters. The shared responsibility of parenthood, a thread that still tethered us, proved to be both a lifeline and a reminder of the fragments left in the wake of our shattered marriage. The day of reckoning had arrived, and I stood at the crossroads of confrontation, my heart a tempest of emotions beneath a facade of composure. As my soon-to-be ex-husband returned from his luxurious escape, I summoned the strength to face the storm that loomed on the horizon. He entered our home seemingly unaware of the gathering tempest. "Hey, how was your trip?" He greeted me with casual indifference, a facade that crumbled beneath the weight of my composed exterior. "It was something," I replied cryptically, my words a prelude to the storm that awaited him. The rehearsed dialogues echoed in my mind, scripted lines that would unravel the secrets he believed were safely hidden. "Did you miss us?" I questioned, a smile masking the turmoil within. His eyes darted, unable to meet mine with the same nonchalance he had perfected over the years. And the storm concealed behind my calm exterior began to stir, the air heavy with unspoken truths. "I brought something for the kids," he offered, a feeble attempt at diversion. His hands reached for the suitcase, unaware that it harbored not just gifts, but a tempest of revelations that would reshape our shared narrative. As he opened the suitcase and discovered the 10-page letter, the storm within him mirrored the chaos that raged in my heart. The room fell silent, the storm reaching its zenith, a poignant moment pregnant with the weight of unspoken words. "We need to talk," I declared, the calm before the storm's fury. His attempt at evasion crumbled, and the storm within me was unleashed, a torrent of emotions and truths that cascaded like a waterfall. The confrontation had begun, and the air was charged with the electricity of revelations. "You thought you could hide this?" I questioned, my voice laced with a mix of anger and hurt. The storm of confrontation, fueled by weeks of betrayal, left no room for denial. The dialogues, once rehearsed in my mind, flowed with an intensity that mirrored the tempest within. He attempted feeble defenses, but the storm had stripped away the illusion of secrecy. "Why, after all these years?" I pressed, the storm of questions leaving him exposed and vulnerable. The air crackled with tension, each word exchanged a lightning strike illuminating the wreckage of our shared life. As the confrontation unfolded, composure became my armor, concealing the emotional maelstrom beneath. The storm within me, unleashed in that moment, laid bare the truths that could no longer be ignored. The chapter of confrontation had been written, and the tempest of revelations reshaped the landscape of our shared history. In the aftermath of the storm of confrontation, a silence settled in our once shared space. The revelations hung in the air, tangible reminders of the tempest that had reshaped the contours of our lives. As the dust settled, a new chapter began, the journey to healing. "We never wanted it to come to this," he uttered, his voice a fragile echo of remorse. The storm had stripped away the facade, revealing a vulnerability I hadn't witnessed before. His words, a feeble attempt at reconciliation, lingered in the quiet of our home. The journey to healing, a path strewn with the wreckage of broken vows and shattered trust. String 2 unfolded slowly. Dialogues, once fueled by anger and accusation, shifted to a more nuanced exchange. "How did we get here?" I questioned, the storm of emotions now tempered with a longing for understanding. His response was a hesitant admission of fault, acknowledgement that the storm had been a consequence of choices made. "Let's go no," he replied, a vulnerability coloring his words. The journey to healing demanded an honest exploration of the past, a willingness to confront the roots of the tempest that had torn through our lives. In the quiet moments that followed, a fragile truce emerged. Dialogues became the bridge to understanding, words spoken with a newfound transparency. "Then we find a way back?" he asked, his voice a plea for redemption. The journey to healing, it seemed, required both introspection and a shared commitment to rebuilding what was lost. As we navigated the uncharted territory of forgiveness, the healing process extended beyond our fractured relationship. "How are the kids taking it?" he inquired, his concern a testament to the shared responsibility we still held. "They're resilient," I replied, a glimmer of hope in my words. The journey to healing, while personal, was intertwined with the well-being of our children. Dialogues about co-parenting became a delicate dance, an attempt to redefine our roles while preserving the innocence of their childhood. The journey to healing, marked by dialogues, both painful and hopeful, unfolded in the quiet spaces between us. "Can we learn from this?" I asked, a plea for growth and understanding. The storm had left scars, but perhaps in its aftermath, a chance for renewal and rebuilding awaited. As the healing journey continued, dialogues became the threads weaving a tapestry of introspection, forgiveness, and the slow but steady reconstruction of a life shattered by betrayal. The chapter unfolded, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the possibility of finding solace after the storm. With the storm of confrontation behind us, a new chapter unfolded, marked by the tentative steps toward new beginnings. As the echoes of the past gradually faded, financial turmoil emerged as an unexpected challenge, casting a shadow over the prospects of a fresh start. "How do we move forward from here?" I asked, the question hanging in the air as we navigated the complexities of untangling a shared financial history. His response carried a weight of resignation. "I never thought it would come to this," he admitted, the financial implications of our separation revealing the far-reaching consequences of choices made during the storm of betrayal. As we delved into the labyrinth of financial discussions, the magnitude of the storm became more apparent. "We need to sell the house." "We need to sell the house," he proposed, a dialogue that struck at the heart of our shared history. The family home, once a sanctuary, now stood as a testament to the fractures that had reshaped our lives. The prospect of selling our home prompted a range of emotions. "It's just bricks and mortar," he remarked, attempting to downplay the significance of the decision. However, the dialogue revealed the emotional undercurrents, the shared history embedded in the walls that witnessed the unraveling of our marriage. financial turmoil extended beyond the division of assets. It became a conversation about child support and the intricacies of co-parenting. "I need some financial stability," he confessed, a plea for understanding amidst the complex negotiations. "What about the kids' education?" I questioned, a concern that transcended the immediate financial discussions. The storm, it seemed, had left a trail of financial challenges that demanded pragmatic solutions. In the midst of financial turmoil, a glimmer of hope emerged as we explored the potential for new beginnings. "Maybe this is an opportunity for both of us to start fresh," he suggested, a dialogue that hinted at the possibility of individual growth beyond the storm's aftermath. The journey toward new beginnings unfolded against the backdrop of financial negotiations, a delicate dance between closure and the prospect of forging independent paths. "Let's focus on what's best for the kids," he proposed, a sentiment that echoed the shared responsibility that transcended the financial storm. The storm may have reshaped the landscape, but in its aftermath, the potential for new beginnings hinted at the possibility of a brighter future. Thank you for listening to this story to the end, and if you like it, please support us with a like as well as subscribe to our channel. Let's write in the comments what you think about the story.